What the hell is this?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, dear.
usually David or Kenny provide list topics for football today. But I decided today was going to be my turn. So, Mike, David, Kenny, I present to you, this is not CBSSports.com. This is not ESPN, Bill Barnwell.
Oh, thank you.
This is 971theticket.com's Mike Stone's list.
I like how he affiliated himself with the website for no reason. Go ahead.
Anyway, the top 10 coaches who, if you had to win one game with, who you'd want to be your coach, active. NFL, top 10 coaches. One game, whether it's a super, whatever, game, he's your guy. Not a guy to build a program with, because there's people who I would pick to build programs with who are not going to be on my one game list.
Let's get the easy one out of the way. Andy Reid.
I was going to go bottom.
Oh, I'll just shut up. Go ahead.
I'll go bottom from worst to first, basically. So there's a top 10. So there's 32 NFL coaches. Number 10. This might not be very popular among some people. Dan Campbell is number 10 on my list.
Okay, well.
He'd be great at building a program.
Yeah, but one game to win. Here's your problem. Blew a 17-point lead in the NFC title game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm sorry. Injuries or not, that team wasn't ready to play against Commanders.
Correct.
So, yeah, it's okay that he's not football Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, if you're in this have to win one game, I'm going to be in the top 5, you probably have a ring.
Yes. Number 9 is somebody who has a ring, but for a variety of reasons, it's not in the top 5, but he is in the top 10. He's at number 9. He is the older of the. Is he older? I don't even know.
Harbaugh?
It's John Harbaugh. Is nine fair?
And I think it's more than fair based on the repeated failure of him in a post-Joe Flacco magical postseason. Look at what they've done. You have this NFL MVP, and this team can't get over the hump.
Yeah.
They just can't do it. But now, top 10, yes. But here's the other thing. The ring was won 15 years ago.
I know.
Yes, correct. It was a very long time ago.
He's like
he
Mike
won that
Tomlin,
one.
for God's sakes.
And he needed the lights to go out to do that one.
All right, take it easy.
Number 8 on my list is somebody who's actually won a Super Bowl. He also has done some strange things, and he's actually done a pretty damn good job, and he's still active, obviously. Number 8, Sean Payton. One game, I think he's a pretty damn good head coach.
I'm okay with it. If you separate who he is and you just look at the data, you look at how he can get his team ready to play, you look at the one-game ability to scheme it for his quarterback, I'm okay with it. Okay. And I know, same deal.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they won it all.
Speaking of which, and this is might be the more controversial one in the list, at number 7 is David's Mike Tomlin.
I'm out. This is the first dumb one on the list.
I wouldn't have him on the list.
Okay.
Right.
Honestly, he shouldn't be the coach of the Steelers.
Okay.
His voice has grown tired. They haven't won a playoff game in a decade.
I know.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I mean, he looks cool. Love the Aviators.
Yeah.
Sometimes he rocks that wooden cross. That's always a good look.
Yeah.
I want David to start doing it for big shows on Fridays. No, I wouldn't have Tomlin on the list.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
But I leave that to him. It's his team.
right.
Really great coach. So the last time he won, he had a veteran quarterback to do that with. So
Correct.
I'm just saying he may not be able to do it right now.
But he keeps you, for the most part, except for this year, he keeps you in games. So that's why I like him. Anyway.
Does he?
Number 6 would also be controversial because he just can't win the biggest game. But he is still pretty smart. Kyle Shanahan at 6.
Oh, boy.
Are
All
we
right.
including his coordinating
Yeah,
situation in the Super
20
Bowl?
No, I'm not. No, that was
That matters.
I
The
know.
problem is he
That
had a
was on
lead
last night.
He had a
in the
lead
NFL
in 2
Network.
Super Bowls in the fourth quarter and
I know.
didn't get it done.
I know.
True.
Little leery. Now, this is where I probably have John Harbaugh ahead of him.
Okay. That's fair. Number 5 on the list, and this might surprise you, but maybe not because he's closely associated with the previous guy at number 6. But he did a really good job this year. Dan Quinn.
I
don't know.
what?
I don't know.
Dan Quinn won 2 playoff games this year.
I understand
Both
that.
on the road. He screwed up the Super Bowl, yes.
But again, you need a little bit more depth of data. 1 year and all of a sudden you're this money coach.
Well, he did a good job in Atlanta, except for that.
Except for the Super Bowl,
right?
Like, I mean, you can't.
Maybe that was pick your poison, him or Shanahan. Then
Shanahan.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Where would you guys? And I'm not trying to upend your list, but I think one of the better coaches in the sport. He doesn't have a Super Bowl. But I always felt like his team was a ball breaker to play. I always felt like they were infinitely prepared. Where's Mike Vrabel on this list?
Funny you ask, Michael. He's next at 4.
All right.
Okay.
Now, wait, so that means the list agrees or you agrees? Or are you the list?
I'm the list.
Well, then, I think we just became best friends. No, I just think Vrabel does a really good job.
Yes. Oh, this is my list.
Okay.
So you can rip me for the Shanahan Quinn.
I'm good with the Vrabel thing.
Okay.
Yes, I'm bullish on the Patriots this year.
Yeah.
I just feel like chips down 60 minutes. He never had a great team. I mean, Ryan Tannehill was your answer. And there they were, blowing out the Ravens in the playoffs. Yes. Always a tough out.
Love Mike Vrabel. I wanted him to be hired here instead of Patricia. All right. Looks smart now, but still at the time, I remember.
I'd say so.
All right, number 3, maybe a little biased, but, he did win the Super Bowl last year, and he's been to 2 in his 3 years of being head coach. Nick Sirianni.
Punchable face.
Yes, but you can't,
And I still think there's a world of tinfoil hats where Dom DeLisandro actually coaches this team. I think Big Dom is actually the coach.
Yeah. But look, and he made some bonehead decision in the Atlanta game that he cost them. But
it's hard to argue when a guy has been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. I thought he had lost this thing towards the end 2 years ago, but they do play for him, and
they love him.
Got to roll with it. Yes. So yes, I'll say yes, but punchable face.
Yes. Number 2 on the list, another very punchable face.
Brian
a lot of
Daboll.
people don't like him.
Go ahead.
But he has done some miraculous work, and he has won a Super Bowl. Sean McVay.
100%.
Sean McVay is a great freaking coach.
I don't know about number 2.
I said freaking.
Oh, my God.
I don't know about number 2.
my soul left my body. I thought Stoney just dropped a casual.
No.
Oh, my God. Oh,
I won't listen to it in the break, but I said freaking.
I was being very careful because you so casually, and I went, whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Totally agree. And here's what I like. They're nowhere as near as good as the Lions, and yet he is able to scheme it up with Stafford, and they have gotten to the razor's edge of beating this team.
Yes.
And that's a compliment to the Lions, because the Lions are worlds better.
And they maybe should have beaten Philly in that game last year.
Hey, go back to the playoff game.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
Oh.
Rams, Lions 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Puka Nacua, there should have been a flag on that play. Just saying. But I agree totally. I think McVay, you can call him whatever names you like. Or, again, punchable face, offensive guru. You know when you face that team, he has got it schemed up on you.
Yes. And number 1, you mentioned, look, he had a bad game. They weren't as good a team as they were
Offensive
last
line
year.
stunk.
Offensive line was horrible. If you want to go back in history, his time management when he coached the Eagles in Super Bowl was awful.
But he's been to, 12 NFC and AFC title games?
It's Andy Reid. He's wanted to win 1 game. It's him. Now, notable absences.
Pete Carroll's not on the list.
Pete Carroll, Sean McDermott.
Yep.
And Jim Harbaugh.
I would put all 3 of them over Dan Quinn. Sorry, I just would.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, I can separate college scumbaggery
I know.
and NFL achievement.
Now, if it was
Jim
Bill-
Harbaugh at the NFL level is he's a winner.
Well, if it was a program builder, he would definitely be in there.
Yeah, but he's a winner. Like, he didn't drop the punts against the Giants in 2011.
No.
I don't believe he did anything wrong in the Super Bowl. And when you get Jim Harbaugh in the NFL, it is immediate. There's a physicality.
Right.
It's a turnaround. Right. Unlike college, where he got desperate, took a 50% pay cut, and was driven to madness and cheating because he couldn't beat Ohio State and was going to lose his job. That's my love story, and I'm sticking to it.
And that is
David, that was for you. Come on, you haven't been here this week.
Football Today.